Hello guys, myself Sidling Kalburki. Today here I am with a new lesson of 6th standard separation of substance. So first we will see the contents that what we are going to discuss in this lesson. So in that first one pure substances, second one impure substances or mixture. Third one, why do we need to separate a substance? Fourth one, methods of separation. So in methods of separation, we will study about separating a solid from another solid, separating insoluble solids from liquid, separating soluble solid from its solution, water as a solvent, water dissolved substances, and last, solubility of gases. Next thing is introduction. We see a lot of substances of different kinds around us. These substances occurs in nature in pure as well as impure form. These substances means the things that we are going to see around us. Example, chair. So we are going to see a chair is made up of different substances, that we will see a chair of plastic chair, wooden chair and metal chair. So this is an one example that a substance is made up of different kinds. You will see the more around the us. Next slide. Okay, a substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is called a pure substance. What? A substance which is made up of only one kind of particles. Those substances are called pure substances. It has a uniform texture throughout. So it means every part of the substance it has a uniform, right? So examples are iron, pure copper, pure gold and pure oxygen, etc. These are the example for pure substances. Also elements and compounds are pure substances. Also we can define a pure substance as a single substance of a definite composition. So we also define the pure substance as a single substance of a definite composition. Next thing is matter. Matter is made up of small particles called atoms. So here what a matter is made up of a small particles. Those particles are called atoms. These atoms are invisible to us, so it means we cannot see with a naked eye atoms. So atoms combine to form a molecules. So combination of atoms that makes a molecule. A molecule can be made up of same atoms and also of different atoms. So here molecules can be made up of same atoms as well as of different atoms. Next, when two atoms of same type combines, they form an element. So what do you mean by element? Means here when two atoms of same kind or same type combines to form an element. Example, oxygen. So here oxygen chemical formula is O2. So here oxygen O2, oxygen atoms are there. So elements are pure substances and cannot be broken down by any chemical process or else chemical means. So what elements are pure substances, so that cannot be broken down by any chemical means. Next thing, when two atoms of different kinds combines in a fixed ratio, they form a compound. So here compound means what? Here two different atoms are combined in a fixed ratio. It means they have to combine in a fixed ratio. If 50% of oxygen is there means 50% of another element should be there or any another compound should be there, then it is called a compound. So here example for compound is water. So water is a compound. Water is a compound can be broken down into its constituents. So here water chemical formula is H2O, that it contains hydrogen and oxygen. So here hydrogen and oxygen by chemical process. So it can be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen by any chemical process. So here we understood that elements cannot be broken. So water element cannot be broken, but the compounds can be broken down into its constituents atoms, right? So here water compound can be broken down into its constituents atoms. Next thing, impure substance. An impure substance is a mixture of two or more substances. So here impure substance is a mixture of two or more substances. A mixture is formed by mixing a substance together. The constituents are not in a fixed ratio. It means the constituents are mixed in different amount with one another. So here what how mixture is formed? A mixture is formed by mixing a substance together. The constituents are not in a fixed ratio, but there in pure substance the constituents are in fixed ratio, right? So here in impure substance the constituents are not in a fixed ratio. Next, a mixture can be separated into its original components by mechanical or physical means. So here what that a mixture can be separated by its original compound by mechanical process or else physical process. Next, mixtures are either homogeneous or heterogeneous. So here whatever will be the mixture we are going to see, they are maybe of water homogeneous or else heterogeneous. In these two types of mixture only we will see. Next slide. So next thing is homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture are those that are well mixed with their constituents and are distributed uniformly. So here a homogeneous mixture are those that are well mixed with their constituents. So here if we are adding sugar to the water, so that sugar is well mixed with water, so and distributed uniformly. Or else we can define a homogeneous mixture like this also, a mixture in which the particles of the substance present cannot be seen. So here one more type we are going to defining the mixture of homogeneous. So a mixture in which the particles of substance present cannot be seen. So we cannot see the particles of a substance present in that solution. So those solutions are known as homogeneous mixture or homogeneous solution. Here example is sugar solution. Next thing is heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture are those that do not have a uniform composition throughout. So it means it does not have a uniform composition throughout the solution. Or we can define one more type. So a mixture in which the particles of substance present can be seen easily. So the particles of the substance can be seen easily. So example for this heterogeneous mixture is chalk powder or the dust in water. Guys, let us see the video to understand the concept of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So see here first homogeneous mixture. See here guys, we have a sugar and a glass of water and some sugar to add to the water and allow to dissolve. See that the mixture does not show sugar, so it means it is mixed with water. Next, heterogeneous mixture. So see here guys, we have oil and water in the glass and try to mix the oil. So oil cannot mix with the water. The other examples of heterogeneous mixture are sand in water and mud in water. These are the other examples of other examples of heterogeneous mixture. Next, some homogeneous mixtures are. So here some homogeneous mixtures I have shown. I am giving an example. Solution of sugar and salt in water. So this is an example of homogeneous mixture. Cold drinks and syrups, etc. A mixture of sugar, color, flavoring agents in water are also examples of homogeneous mixture. So air is a mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide, etc. So this is also an homogeneous mixture. So next, some example for heterogeneous mixtures. So here I am telling that water and oil are heterogeneous mixture. The chalk powder in water, that is also an heterogeneous mixture. The dust in air is also an heterogeneous mixture, and the mixture of sand and iron fillings are also an heterogeneous mixture. So next is why do we need to separate substances? So here why we have to separate the substances, let us discuss. So most substances that occur in nature may contain one or more useful substances or harmful or unwanted substances. That's why we need to separate the substances. So in that first one, to remove any harmful or undesirable constituents. So for example, small pieces of stone and seed grains are removed from rice and dal before cooking. So in home we all do this one. So small pieces of stone will be there in rice and the seeds are there in dal, so that are removed before cooking. The useless pieces of stones and seeds grains are thrown away, right? So next thing is to obtain a pure sample of a substance. So the impurities present in any substance is removed to obtain a pure sample of a substance. So whatever may be the impurities present in a substance, that is removed. So then we will get the pure form of a sample of a substance. The pure substances are needed in medicine, research, industry, and as well and also in daily use. So the pure form of substance we are going to use where means medicine field, research, industries, and in our home also we are using the pure form of a substance. Next thing is to obtain useful substances. So a mixture may contain one or more useful constituents. These should be separated for their proper use. Example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. are obtained from crude oil, petroleum. So here we will get the petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. are obtained from crude oil, petroleum by a method called fractional distillation. So these are obtained by the method called fractional distillation. So this you will study in higher classes. No need to worry about this now. I hope you guys are enjoying this class, and next we will discuss the methods of separations. Thank you guys. Have a good day and complete the worksheet given below.